Hi, this is 00J Love. I want to recap on a video I did. My walk through the Bible. It was a 6 series. It's number 6, The Beautiful Wives of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I wanted to recap really quick. Read Genesis 16 when it's talking about Hagar and Ishmael, where Sarah gave her servant to Abraham to have a baby for her in her place. And then, so she had, the servant had Ishmael, and then Abraham was able to have Isaac. And then read Genesis 21, the birth of Isaac. Read Genesis 24, Isaac and Rebekah, where Isaac and Rebekah first see each other by the well. Isaac only had one wife. He's the only one that had one wife. So Abraham and his grandson, Jacob, later known as Israel, had 2 wives, and then the wives each had a servant, and it says a servant as a wife. Read Genesis 29 verses 31 through 35 to see where Jacob first had his children, and then continue reading Genesis 30 to see all the children that Jacob, later known as Israel, had, because he was renamed by God. So with Jacob had a beautiful wife, Rachel. And then he also married Leah. He actually married Leah first, and he was tricked into marrying Leah. She was not as beautiful. It wasn't the one he wanted. She had weak eyes and so on and so forth. But Rachel was his beautiful wife. So when Leah had 4 boys, and then she stopped for a moment, Rachel saw that she wasn't having any children. She was so mad. And then Jacob said, "Am I in place of God? No, you take that up with God." And so Rachel gave her servant Bilhah, and Bilhah had 2 sons, Dan and Naphtali. And then Leah saw that she stopped having children, and Rachel's servant had children. So she gave Jacob her servant as a wife, Zilpah. And Zilpah had 2 children. They were Gad and Asher. And then Leah, his first wife that he didn't want at first, continued to have children, and she had her daughter Diane. And then Rachel was finally able to have the king of dreams, Joseph, and she had Benjamin. As she was dying, she named him, you have to read it for yourself. I can't remember, and I don't see it right in front of me. Benji. And Abraham renamed him Benjamin, because she was in so much pain and she was dying that meant child of my pain. And Abraham was like, no, we're not going to go out like that. So read that, because they all had beautiful wives through the time that they was there. Read for yourself. Jesus' name.